Okay, we're gonna see what message we have here for this Emperor. If you are over from TikTok, this is an extension of that reading that was posted today. And if this is YouTube, you didn't miss a whole lot. You can go watch that on TikTok if you'd like. Fireheart Fairy Mystic over there. But essentially, it was a very confusing message. Just an interesting journey. You have at the bottom of fiery climax approaches. A very interesting journey to getting your confidence and being able to sit in your Emperor energy. And we started off the reading with hearing it's over. The Cheetah Girls, like, don't let it be over. It's really the thing that kind of kept playing in my head, right? So it's like this journey, a lot of tower moments and isolation needed to happen in order for you to kind of rise into this Emperor. So now we're going to see what message Spirit has for you for this Emperor energy. Please and thank you. Spirit, what's the message here, please? My candle is going crazy. And I said that. And I said that. Not letting your past hold you back. Don't let your past hold you back. Just get two more. Adjustments required. I also said with that again, it was two separate energies that I was picking up on, but that the overarching message was the same. For one of them, it was like this Five of Wands energy of being able to, like, understanding now is the time for you to compete for what it is that you want, like kind of go after what it is that you want. And the energy that I was picking up on was that in order for things to start to shift in your favor, for you to be able to go after what it is that you want, you're going to have to limit some influences in your life, kind of like too many cooks in the kitchen sort of energy. And that was like in your energy, impeding you from going after and honestly being able to even know what it is that you want, and kind of stopping you from like opening your heart, right? So I feel like that's kind of where adjustments are required. It's kind of coming from. And let's see, one last one, please, Spirit. As I said over on that TikTok video, my hands are incredibly dry. Yeah, so we have meditate and contemplate. Really sit with yourself, sit and see. So this one feels, again, like with self-know energy, this one very much feels more so geared towards the one who has like too many, like too many competing energies, right? Too many influences of you, like you. It's almost kind of like a trust thing of not necessarily trusting yourself, so deferring to everyone else. But it's like, because I was getting steamroll, and I was specifically seeing the scene in Lion King where there's the like stampede. Is it a stampede where all of them are running? I think that's a stampede, right? And Mufasa, is gone. So it's like these people are sort of steamrolling you in your life and kind of crushing your spirit here. It's like there are some adjustments that need to be made. You like really need to consider this, like stop, think about this, and think about how your past is still holding you back because of this, right? Like kind of, why don't you trust yourself sort of thing. And to be honest with yourself, because I just saw communication is key. Like, be very, very honest with yourself. Be very, very for real with yourself at this time. I don't know if I want to continue to get more into this energy or, yeah, just really quickly. See, like, any other messages Spirit might have specifically for you, because this, I don't know, this kind of feels like dire a little bit as it pertains to you. And then we'll get into the other energy as well, because I feel like feels like that one is more ready, like sitting in that Emperor energy, whereas this is for you to get into that Emperor energy. Like the things that are still standing in your way. So let's see. Energy needed at this time. Adjustments needed at this time. That's too many. You see how that one flew out? And we're gonna get, okay, no, it's 5. So we're good. Pig, seahorse. Ooh, that almost fell. Swan, turkey, and flamingo. So pig, use your mind wisely. Seahorse, watch and wait. Swan, time for a deep dive. Turkey, give gratitude and grace. Flamingo, embrace this in between. A thing that's been coming up for me a lot lately, like in the past few days, and this seems relevant, stick with me here, is that you can't hate yourself into progress, into making the like needed adjustments in your life. And that is why you're being told to use your mind wisely here. We started off with the 10 of Swords over with the TikTok reading. Basically, that like you don't need to be focusing on those thoughts anymore, that energy, that sort of like betrayal and just confusion. And that right now is a time of not you making things happen externally. Now it's the time of you cleaning up your own life, going within yourself, right? You already got meditate and contemplate. Like it really is time for you to, and the Hermit came out as well. Right, so again, you know, and give gratitude and grace here. It's to yourself, to the accomplishments that you have made thus far. And I think that's the bigger thing. I was about to say, believe in yourself at the bottom of the deck here. I think that's the bigger thing, right? Because, oh, that was the card that came out today. The Seven of Pentacles came out in one of the decks, but it was at the bottom of the deck of the other, right? So it's like you need to really look at, and that's why you need to do a deep dive. You need to really stop and see how far you've come. It's very easy, especially when you're on a spiritual journey. It's very easy when your external world is not shifting in such a huge, noticeable way. It's very easy to get caught up in thinking that no changes have been made and kind of short counting yourself, right? Counting yourself out and dimming the work that you have done to get yourself to where you are now, right? You needed to be able to do all this work before you could even see the external change, right? The external change is because you change. And that's why you need to really think about all those people who are sitting in your energy at this time. They aren't helping anything. They are keeping you stagnant. We had the Four of Swords reversed. They're keeping you stagnant, keeping you trapped in this mindset because that's the energy that they're sitting at. You're ready to elevate. You're ready to rise and you're being called to do so, but you got to cut some people off. You got to cut some things off. And it's not necessarily that you have to completely cut people off. It can be just that you sort of don't have as many interactions with them. Don't tell them as much as it pertains to your personal life. Or even if you do, don't give them so much power. Don't give their words such I think like credence is the word, of like their word is law over your life. That doesn't really work. That doesn't jive. So, yeah. Let's see if anything else comes. I put out a lot of decks today. I just somehow knew this was gonna be really, really big. And my ear is buzzing like crazy. Let's see. I'm just gonna get 3 here, and then I am gonna go back to that's rosemary. I'm also seeing I'm seeing dragonflies. So look up the spiritual symbolism of a dragonfly. And I would tell you what dragonflies mean to me, but I think the point is for you to figure out what dragonflies mean to you. That's also a big thing in you assessing things, going deep within you. What does life mean to you? What does your life mean to you? What are your accomplishments mean to you? Your wants, your desires, and all of that. That's a big thing here. So we have rosemary, salt, and basil, which to me, honestly, just doubles down on the message here. Remaining faithful to yourself, faithful to your journey, to the cleansing, the purifying of your life that you're doing right now. I'm also seeing a snake's eye. And that this sort of like purification process, even if it doesn't feel like it, purifying can feel and look very chaotic, very ugly, right? Know that though it looks like that, there is so much prosperity that lies ahead for you. And that there's a community out there. We have to be at the bottom of the deck here. There's a community out there for you, right? There are people that you're meant to collaborate with, work with, be in union with, whatever union may look like for you, and to hold out for that. I mean, wait for it. Like from Hamilton. I've never seen Hamilton, but I know that song and I'm obsessed. And so, I mean, honestly, I was going to see if we're just going to see what, like, roll the dice, see what comes out, see what energy comes next. If this is more so a continuation of this for you, or switching back to the other Emperor energy here, because I am curious to get into that. That also might have to be a separate video. I don't think so. This is only 12 minutes. And this is on YouTube. Okay, let's see. What's coming next for, because I do want to know, like, what's coming next for the Emperor that's, like, seated in their power. Like, what's coming next to this Emperor energy that's seated in their power. So we have Five of Pentacles reversed, which is good because remember, Five of Pentacles upright came out. Ooh, okay. Five of Pentacles reversed, Three of Wands, Death reversed, Page of Wands, Queen of Swords reversed. Let me get one more for this Queen of Swords. I want to see if the Page of Swords is over this Queen of Swords reversed, or if one more for this Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, it is, because we just got Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords. I said full circle, right? I did in this video, because again, in the earlier reading, the Four of Swords came out reversed. So, and this is for the Emperor that's coming into their power. If you couldn't tell, I'm a little scatterbrained, so. And honestly, the energy is just heavy. And I said that you were getting ready to compete for what it is that you want. Five of Pentacles reversed, Three of Wands, Death. And the Death is reversed, right? So it's like this energy of striking while the iron's hot, kind of leveling up and doing the work that's needed, right? Because this Three of Wands here is in between the Five of Pentacles and Death reversed. So it's like you've done the clearing and the purging. You've started to look ahead, and now you're ready to act on it, right? You're ready to act and move on it with this new energy. You came out as the King of Wands twice in the reading earlier, and that's because it's an overall new energy, like this Page of Wands energy. Excuse me. I think that's like the essence of you competing for what it is that you want. It's like this is new territory for you. Not that you're starting out here as the Page of Wands, and not necessarily even that would be a bad thing. And I said that the Page of, I thought that was the Page of Swords, but it's the Page of Wands. But still, the Four of Swords upright is clarifying the Queen of Swords. One second. And so far, what we're getting with this is what's coming next for you is that you're leveling up. That your energy, you're taking on this like sexy, fun energy where you're no longer so hard on yourself. No longer, unlike with, not to throw you guys under the bus, but unlike with the, like just earlier even in this, the energy of still being hard on yourself. It's like you've done the work, you've gone within, and you see that there is no point in you being pessimistic. It's kind of like you're looking at yourself and you going, I'm actually the shit, you know, that sort of energy. And being able to rest in that and move on, move with that. All right, we have the Wheel here at the bottom again. And I just got the urge to tap into any connecting energy. Any connecting energy for this Emperor. We have the Hangman reversed. Ten of Wands reversed and the Tower. Uncertainty. Having to readjust, get your priorities straight. And the Tower. Hold on. More, please. Get some more on that. Okay, I had to make sure I wasn't flipping that. Did I show you them? I told you I'm scatterbrained. Hangman reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Tower. But then we have the Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Sun reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed. It looks like, I mean, they're making some adjustments as well, coming into their own energy after some huge delay, like coming into their own energy that's going to lead to their happiness or help them understand the happiness that they already have and help them start to have fun. Because we had the Ten of Cups and the Sun reversed and then the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So it's like not seeing a moment for what it is, what it was, like not seeing an opportunity for what it was, and that being more of a huge tower moment for this other person. But overcoming that, because we do have, again, the Hangman reverse, which in this deck, and like in this deck specifically, it speaks to resisting, surrender, uncertainty, delay tactics, resist, stalling, like a force on hold, right? And I feel like that was the energy that they truly were sitting in. But in general, the Hangman reverse can also speak to that sacred pause that Spirit has put you in, right? That suspension period that Spirit has put you in, being able to come out of that being reversed, kind of like you being let down from that string. So with the Queen of Wands here and the Ten of Cups right in the middle, I feel like that's more so the energy of learning, kind of like learning to bend with like uncertainty and towers, because that's just life. But also just learning that that doesn't, kind of like that doesn't shape you, that doesn't make or break you, it doesn't have to, right? There's opportunity in everything. And I think before this person wasn't seeing that. So that's their energy. So what's the point of that? What's like, yeah, what's the point of that, right? Where's this connecting energy headed? That's Ace of Swords reverse. Is that reversed or is it upright? I don't have in my glasses or my contacts, which, if you didn't know, I wear both. Yes, so that's Ace of Swords reversed. I said what's coming next. Or did I say what was the point? Can you see I'm struggling hardcore? I was struggling really hard to pick up that card. Okay. So whatever transpired between the two of you, regardless of who's who and all of that, there was some serious lack of communication, some serious like unrequited love here. And that's why you're like, that's why you're competing for, that's like why you're having the energy now to compete for what it is that you actually want. Because this person like has this sort of like they're sitting in this energy of like a missed opportunity, and kind of like being forced to learn how to have fun and seeing the opportunity in that, right? Kind of an energy of seeing the opportunity in heartbreak, right? The moment for growth and heartbreak because of that, right? Because of this whole feeling of unrequited love, this miscommunication. By the way, I've been reading a lot of, yeah, and then we have the Nine of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck. Regret, emotional baggage, past life trauma to heal. So that is what was in the way of this. What was I saying? Oh, I've been on a huge romance kick. I'm a lover girl. I'm always into romance, but I've been on a huge romance kick, and I officially don't remember why I brought that up, so clearly it wasn't important. Actually, because I said that was what happened in there, we're gonna get some more on this situation, more on the past. Actually, more, yeah, like, because we just gotta look at a little preview of the past. Let's do current. We have past life at the bottom here again. I'm just gonna see what comes out. I'm gonna take three that actually fills out. There we go. Yeah. Now this doesn't make sense, because this wouldn't be very Emperor energy of you unless this is the other person. Yep. What was that? Hopeless, time, and then what was the last one? Shallow. So it's like this, whatever this Queen of Wands energy, even though they are gaining their own confidence and what it is that's going to make them happy as it relates to this situation. And that's why the Ace of Pentacles reverse came out, seeing the opportunity in things, because they still feel like this is a bit hopeless. They feel like too much time has passed. This is their current feeling. And that maybe you guys were more so just a shallow connection, and trying to find the peace in that, which is really rough energy. Let's see for you, like, what energy are you sitting in right now? We kind of know, but let's. They weren't fully coming out. Releasing, confusion, silence. Because the last one we had was the Nine of Swords reversed there, like, and then the Chariot reversed right under it. So it's like, gee, you were sitting in like all this regret and stuff, and now you're releasing that regret. You're releasing the confusion that this sort of situation put you in, because again, this is for the person that was sitting in, like, that's currently sitting in the Emperor energy, not that's being asked to rise into it. Just like you were sitting in all of this confusion over the past and what's happened, and like I'm hearing silent treatment, but you're releasing all of that. And that's why you're able now to come forward. And I would say for the other person, for the other energy that is, this is a lot. For the other energy, for the first energy that I was talking about, these are things that you still need to let go of. Let go of the confusion, let go of the silence of your past. Again, I'm getting silent treatment. Maybe that's a way that people used to deal with you. And deal with you is such an interesting word to come up here. So kind of getting the feeling of people more so just tolerating you, tolerating your existence, and really only having anything to do with you when they are running your life, when they're controlling your life. That's why you feel so steamrolled and like it's a stampede over you, kind of crushing your spirit. And that's what you need to release in order to move forward. What has the potential, like what's coming next for this Emperor and this counterpart Queen of Wands here? I have small hands, but this little deck is like so tiny. It can be really hard to shuffle. I said that and then like some fly out. This is kind of sweet. So we have Divine Feminine, Only You, Pain, and Running. Whoever it is on the other side of this energy, I don't think that they know that you, because I mean, they're sitting in hopeless energy, thinking, okay, maybe this actually was the shallow connection, right? And you're over here like, but still only wanting you, right? And you're over here seeing them as the divine feminine that they are, understanding now that you only want them. That's what you're deciding to compete for. That you know that, you know, fuck the pain, fuck all the running. I'm going after what it is that I want. But on the flip side, it's kind of like they're kind of sitting in that pain and how much you ran. And so this is going to be very shocking for them. So I think this revelation itself for you was a shock to the system, but what's coming next is going to shock them like crazy. Let's get 3 more. So what's coming next? I want to switch. So let's get 3 more, didn't I? Return, Pride, and what is that? Past life. Oh, past life actually coming out. And then Return and Pride. I don't know why that, well, again, double down on like that Lion King energy. But what I'm getting with that is kind of like, okay, Lion King must be significant to one or both of you, because this coming out again is kind of crazy, right? One, I'm hearing Circle of Life, but I'm seeing when it's not Zazu, it's the wisdom, like I think he's like a monkey, chimpanzee or something, where he like holds up Simba, right? All prideful, like look at this air. But it's also how Simba returning back to the pride to fight for what it is, that like fight for his birthright. And there's this energy of that, of you making this grand return and having this pride in this relationship, right? But also deciding that you're not like ego pride, you're not letting that get in the way anymore. You're not going to repeat past life mistakes, like right, these karmic patterns. But also past life, as in like you've known them in a past life, you've known this person in a past life, you guys are inevitable sort of feeling. That's cute. That's actually really cute, right? That's really, really cute. Last one to close it out. curse. I said last one, but we're gonna have to get clarity at the bottom here. We're gonna have to get one more for that. One more for curse, please. Clarify that, please and thank you. We'll get 2 to clarify. I'm so sorry. Curse, please. Curse, memories, clarity, trapped, patterns, past life. What do I feel like on the other hand, this is like, I might want to get into this a little more because this feels like the other energy, right? Like the, your counterpart energy, feeling like this is like feeling cursed by the memory. I'm hearing memory lane in the headlights. And also, like when the worst of your memories get the best of me, Brantley Gilbert. It's like I feel like this counterpart energy feels as though they're sitting in this clarity of your memories of the karmic patterns and feeling like this is a curse. But curse, specifically this card, speaks to a negative mindset, and it's like they think they have this clarity, but really they're trapped in their mind. They're trapped in the memories of when things weren't working, right? But it's like you both had stuff to, as I live and breathe, soulmates at the bottom here. It's like you both had things that you needed to work on. So it's like you think you're seeing everything all clear. I can see clearly now the rain is gone, and you're not seeing shit, babe. You're stuck in Charlotte's Web, and not in a good way. Freaking soulmates at the bottom here, like that's crazy. That's crazy. Which, I mean, no one breaks your heart like a soulmate, right? Right? Divine love, like nothing breaks your heart like it. Nothing. So I feel like they're still sitting in this, is it like, not even is it over, like this, it's over commitment. It's because I split the deck and it went to, let me show you, it split to commitment. It's like they're still thinking this is over, right? This was shallow. Like I said, this was shallow. And you are like, is this actually over? Like that can't be. This of all, like, you know, it's kind of like, I don't think that you're sitting in this energy, but it's kind of like when you sort of feel like something can wait because it's inevitable. I don't think you're sitting in that energy, or maybe you are, or maybe they think that you are, because I mean, it came out for a reason. Let's see what's coming next for you all. This is interesting. And lately I've been reading more from like what I feel like is masculine energy, which is interesting for me as it pertains to counterpart readings. Typically, I'm not reading for counterpart energy. Maybe you needed this little boost, right? To let you know that you really are on the right track. You are, what is that saying? I am him. I couldn't even take myself seriously with that. You are him, indeed. And not him as in like he, right? Like he gender. Him as in just, you know, masculine energy. That steady, confident, masculine energy. Which again, not gender specific. And also divine feminine, not gender specific. That's too many. Like 4 came out. Earth sign could be significant. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But also getting very grounded, staying grounded, or just connecting to the earth in general right now could be significant. Love spell, pregnancy. It's so funny that love spell came out here, because with the last deck, when curse came out, the first thing that is on there is hex, and it's hex, witchcraft, and negative mind. And I immediately was like, what if this person feels like you put a spell on them. And then love spell comes out. Are you doing, you know, a love working on them? I'd hope not. Are you doing a love working to get pregnant? Communicate at the bottom of the deck here. One more for pregnancy. I'm gonna have to end this. I am not alone. Intimacy. Liar. We're gonna have to get into this later. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm still gonna get into this energy, but really quickly, I want to say I feel like maybe you actually could be pregnant, and you might, because you were sitting in this hopeless energy because you potentially think that your counterpart lied about like intimacy in one way or another. Like I said, we're going to get into this. So I did this off camera because I was confused, but we had sexuality, open your heart, Mercury retrograde, and caution, right? Sexuality under liar and intimacy. And I just said that I feel like perhaps you could be pregnant. Sexuality has to be an issue here one way or another. Maybe they're struggling with their sexuality, discovering new parts of their sexuality, maybe discovering new things that they're into, and maybe that caused them to be a liar or something like that. But I don't think it's I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, right? Because like I started hearing specifically the line and it's over. No one is right, we all make mistakes, I'm ready to do whatever it takes. And that's why you also got like open up your heart. I feel like in one way or another this can be trusted. Again, I mean, also like Emperor came out. Like an Emperor is not gonna screw you over. That's not Emperor energy. That's not divine masculine energy. And then we have Mercury retrograde and caution. So did you see how that flew? It flipped over. I honestly, I wouldn't take this caution too seriously, to be honest. We are like, I think we're just now coming out of Mercury retrograde shadow period. Mercury retrograde could have been really bad for you guys, either this Mercury retrograde or when it was retrograde in Leo back in the summer. It was July, or even both of them. And I'm specifically honing in on the fact that the retrogrades, excuse me, confirmation burp, I'm specifically honing in on the fact that the retrogrades this year were in fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's the order that they went in. And that's honestly, I mean, duh, that's the order. One more for this, and then let go is at the bottom. I think you need to let go of whatever that might have happened during Mercury retrograde that they may have lied about. Maybe they were a bit tongue-tied, right? And miscommunication came out as a huge thing for the two of you. So it's like, proceed with caution, but also don't be so caught up in like being cautious. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be so cautious because of Mercury retrograde. So let's get one more for caution. This is a pretty interesting reading, like kind of like let it go, right? Let's get one more, because the no one health came out, so let's get one more for that. No, let go in health, but honeymoon. One more, because I have an idea of what it's saying, but I want to confirm. You're giving me such conflicting energy. All signs present. So this could be people that's in your energy, because all of these, I never really get the urge of this, but because all of these are, the number 5 could be significant here. I'm feeling as though this is more so like people in you guys' ear. And it's causing like a huge like mental health storm for you, right? Like very much trapped in your mind about it. And I never get that of like, right, like when the cards come out, it's like that is what it is. But for some reason I started getting that this could just be all the conflicting energies, like telling you, let it go, give it time, no, this isn't right for you, think about your mental health, you need to move on, sort of thing. But a huge thing in this was overcoming the, like, too many like cooks in the kitchen sort of thing, overcoming all the influences that were in your life that were sort of steamrolling your life, right? You begin, because again, Lion King, very significant, you coming back and you being, you know, king and queen of the pride, essentially. That was so perfectly well timed. Confirmation, king and queen of the pride. That is what is meant for the two of you. And we split against a honeymoon, right? Like, maybe I got a trip coming in soon. Some fun, flirty, sexy times. I would say don't just brush over whatever it is that happened, but don't let it rule what's coming next either. No, at no point in this did I get like bad, icky energy at all, actually. So whatever side of this you're on, keep your heart open, mind open, but also protect your mental health. And don't be no little bitch. Sorry, but don't, right? Like, you run your life. Other people do not run your life. That's something that you need to remember. Also, this is so prevalent. Someone just came into my house and noticed that my voice just got like quieter and I got like a little more reserved. Yeah, whoever is in your energy, that's not this person for me, but whoever is in your energy, they make you want to like cower. They make you small, whatever side of this you're on. So it's something you need to think about. It's something you need to look into. So yeah. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.